So, Jimin is selling out lip balm again. Jungkook just crossed 10 billion Spotify streams. And everywhere you look, every major promo has Jimin and Jungkook side by side. This isn't just because Are You Sure Season 2 is now debuted. This is marketing strategy. Very, very smart marketing strategy. This is the quick takes version of this. If you like a deeper dive into this subject, make sure you tune into the second channel at CJ Moon Stories, and we'll go deeper into why brands keep booking JiKook as a pair at the moment, why this is actually not just about Are You Sure Too, but also a very smart move based on the numbers. And when you start to look deeper into it, you can see that there's something bigger going on here. So hi, I'm CJ. As I said, this is the OnlyFacts quick take version. Here we look at what happens on camera and official numbers. We don't do analysis on OnlyFacts. The clue is in the name. There's no tenuous analysis. There's no gossip. And there's certainly no invading privacy or anything based on what saesangs might have come up with photographs, etc. We just look at patterns and context and the actual receipts. So let's look at what we've got going on in the landscape in the past month or so. So right now, Jimin has topped again the November 2025 boy brand group rankings, and with Jungkook just right behind him at number 2. He ended up with a brand reputation index of around 4.39 million. His top keyword phrases in the analysis of it included things like army, friendship trip, Are You Sure? And the highest linked terms for Jimin were warm, romantic, and donate, with over 92% positive sentiment. So no matter what the aunties try and tell you, they're in the minority. Everyone loves Jimin. At the same time, we've got Jungkook sitting there right beneath him at number 2. While also becoming the first K-pop soloist to cross 10 billion streams on Spotify, which is an amazing achievement. Across all his solo tracks, a milestone he hit on the 25th of November 2025, with his album Golden alone accounting for more than 6.4 billion of those streams. It's a lot of streams. So now we have one person who's clearly dominating, and as Jimin has for years now, the brand rankings when it comes to brand trust and luxury fashion. We've got Jungkook, who last month is all over the news for dominating global streaming and charts. If you are a brand manager, this duo together is tempting. And here's why. So let's look at what's happened. So most recently, we had Vogue in Japan, not a low-end brand, obviously. So they release a What's in My Bag style video with Jimin and Jungkook, and this is part of the Are You Sure Too promo wave. Jimin casually pulls out things like a Bobbi Brown lip tint and a Dior card holder. Fans and news accounts put those brands up very quickly across social media, and they sold out immediately. The Bobbi Brown lip balm was like gone everywhere around the world. Try and get your hands on that one for Christmas. We've all put it on our Christmas list, but we're late. It's gone. So those spiked across official sites and online shops as soon as that video dropped. Once again, proving Park Jimin's sold out king is not just a rumor. There's facts to back it up. It's literally what happens when he just holds up a product for a few seconds. So Jungkook's items in the same video lean into his kind of cool image in a very chaotic way. So he's got his Balenciaga card holder, etc. And boy, does he like his Fresh Breath products, doesn't he? But it definitely gets in there to reinforce his mass appeal, his global coolness profile. So in one piece of content, just this one interview, they have both the ability to move product and to pull in global attention. And then there's this chemistry between them, which can't be denied, obviously, or we wouldn't have an Are You Sure Too. So why would you not put them in the same frame? So before that, we had Elle in Japan. When they dropped the photos of Jimin and Jungkook together for Are You Sure To, it very much, the visuals were very soft, very casual, tees, denim, nice clean backgrounds, very, look, we're a close duo. We'll just call them a duo for now, on a trip, something that perfectly matches the show's travel concept. We had all the official announcements of season 2, 8-episode reality, etc., started today on Disney+. And then we get this hashtag. So if you guys are not on Twitter, we don't call it X on this channel. If you're not on Twitter, you might not know that Are You Sure now has its own custom emoji. So custom emojis, I want to let you know, are not something that Twitter just decides to do because they like you. They are paid for. They are limited time ad products that brands will invest in and pay for to raise the profile of whatever it is they're advertising. So sports tournaments, blockbuster movies, that type of thing. It's not just a random Tuesday type of content. And of all the emojis that they could pick, they chose the one of 2 people holding hands. Because they wanted to say that this show is about 2 people together, holding hands, 2 people together. And this is our official tag of all the emojis and little icons that were on that Are You Sure To launch partner poster. That's the one they chose. So the whole timeline looks like this. So in mid-November, we have Jimin's brand ranking and we have Jungkook's 10 billion streams. Then we've got the Elle Japan photo shoot tied to season 2. We've got the Vogue Japan video with the What's in My Bag. And then we've got the premiere and that amazing hashtag. As clearly as JiKooker, you're sitting back smiling, going, it could be more perfect, really, could it? So, of course, a lot of this is down to Are You Sure To and the big wave of promo that any company like Hybe and Disney is going to put behind it in order to get their show out there. The interesting part, and the reason we're talking about it today, is not, wow, look, there's promo. It's, what does this promo look like? Why is it like this? Why do we not have just, I don't know, a couple of talk shows? Why do we have high-end fashion magazines? Why do we have product placement style content? And we've started to see that now in Are You Sure To as well. There's a little tag when you start it that talks about the product placement. And it's not just, again, low-end stuff. These are brands that could have their pick of a lot of different people to rep their products. And they're choosing not Jimin, not Jungkook, solo. They clearly wanted them together for this. So we've got this paid emoji of 2 people holding hands, JiKook together, and the whole togetherness of the marketing wave behind Are You Sure To is at the center of it. So from a brand perspective, if you're a marketing manager, and they come to you and they go, right, you've got a budget, you've got an unlimited budget, probably, if you can go and choose any of the members of Bangtan, because none of them are going to come cheap. If you're looking at it, they all bring something different. We love them all. Their personalities are very different. Their tastes are very different. And you can see that reflected in the brands that they have chosen personally to represent. So with Jimin, what you've got is a strong luxury fashion alignment. He is a Dior ambassador. You've got the public image coded as warm, romantic, generous. You saw this reflected in the brand ranking terms that are associated with Jimin. Now in Jungkook, you've got a more casual fashion brand with Calvin Klein. Yes, they do still do some luxury stuff, but we're not waiting for the Calvin Klein pictures of Jungkook or the pictures of Jungkook in Calvin Klein suits, are we? That's not the Calvins that someone at that company is holding and waiting for, like, I don't know, we're on the verge of the apocalypse and they need something to like promote world peace. And those pictures are going to hit the net. So you've got something more casual with Calvin Klein. You've got his public image is more cool and trendy. He's got his piercings and he's got his sleeve full of tattoos and ink. So you've got two very different personas there represented. Both have a track record of selling products out immediately. Anything they even casually endorse. Those of you who've been ARMY long enough will remember when Jungkook got upset with us because he couldn't find his favorite fabric softener. Both of them are obviously breaking records all over with their global streaming. They have solo songs. In addition to their Bangtan, they have solo songs like Seven and Who that are living on general public playlists and hold long-term chart presence. So not just ARMY, but you also have two massive solo fandoms that are overlapping with those people who are ARMY, who are supporting both Jimin and Jungkook. But because of their newfound solo presence and solo careers that have kind of had to evolve during this break that we've had while BTS as a group has been quiet due to military enlistment. So you've got those two solo fandoms kind of coming together now as well. You've got this emotional narrative of the bond between them that's been building for over a decade now. So you've got a ready-made story of closeness and loyalty and shared journeys, harking back to the whole Jeon thing, that you can now reflect in a cute little emoji of a couple holding hands on Twitter. So they intentionally are doing this because they don't want to just book a solo idol. Any of those magazines could have, or public media publications could have booked either Jimin or Jungkook solo. But they recognize that JiKook together is greater than the sum of their parts. That is the JiKook effect. So whether you personally see Jimin and Jungkook as just business partners or members of the same band, whether you think they're best friends or soulmates or something maybe a little bit more romantic, the facts say this, that when Jimin and Jungkook show up together, people don't just watch, they buy, they stream, they talk. They sell products in numbers that stock managers cannot keep up with, and no matter how hard they try, are clearly not prepared for. All the brands have noticed, the luxury brands in particular have noticed. Yes, they are amazing at what they do solo. Put them together, and that magic is even intensified further. So we've got more facts, more statistics, more to go into about this tomorrow on the deep dive. A couple of other things that I want to talk about deeper that twist this and harken back to some of the campaigns that they had done as just BTS members. And we'll see how the whole thing has evolved, if that's what you're interested in. In the meantime, I hope that you have enjoyed, the first two episodes of Are You Sure are out there. I hope you've had a chance to enjoy them. If you want to hear the full deep dive, it's on the CJ Moon at CJ Moon Stories channel. The link is in the description. We are so close to hitting a milestone over there with subscriber numbers. It would really, really mean the world to me if you could subscribe over there. That's where all the podcasts live. That's where all the audiobooks live. That's where the multi-language translations of my stories live. That would be fantastic. So hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow over there, where we go a bit deeper. We're going to map the whole campaign from brand ranking to hashtags, the use of the ethics of using a queer-coded duo as global marketing asset as well, which is obviously something I haven't had time to get into here, but is so, so important in understanding what's going on at the moment. In the meantime, please be kind to each other. In the comments here, but in the comments of other videos as well. Let's rep the values that Bangtan Sonyeondan represent, okay? I love you. I purple you. And saranghae. See you soon, guys.